What's up? What's up? What's up? Ooh, say what? Say what? Say what? Let me tighten this up. I'm gonna change this a little bit. Yes, sir. We're here. We're here. What's going on? Does Cornel West have a chance? Like, I'm seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, we can't support Cornel West because he'll never win. Third-party candidates can never win." We're gonna have to address this narrative today. Third-party candidates can never win. Is that true? And if it's true, why is it true? I'm trying to see what vibe I'm trying to go with today. Y'all bear with me while I address this. La música. That ain't it. I'm gonna try a couple samples, see what I'm feeling like, see what vibe I'm looking for today. Nappy boy. Okay, I can rock with that. Yeah, I can rock with that. So what's going on? Does Cornel West have a chance at winning in 2024? So the question to me would be, what is winning? What is winning? Of course, you could say winning would be him becoming president. That would be the ultimate win, yes. But are there other goals that can be achieved by supporting third-party candidates? I'm going to argue yes on that. I'm going to argue that whether or not Cornel West becomes the president in 2024 is irrelevant, because there are other goals that can be achieved with him running third party and with us as citizens supporting him running third party. Right? Now, y'all forgive me, I just eating some asparagus. Delicious dinner. I didn't finish it because I wanted to get on here and talk my stuff while it's fresh on my mind. That asparagus is hitting. I'm not gonna lie to you. Asparagus and broccoli. You know, your boy. I'm gonna leave that alone. But yeah, what can be achieved by supporting third-party candidates? Now, first of all, we have to understand that by running third party, we know that this year the Democrats are not going to be hosting any debates, right? As well as the Republicans. The Republicans are not going to be holding any primary debates, which means the only way that a new perspective can be asserted, the only way these candidates can be pushed to reach a broader audience is in the general elections. Now, right now, we only have two recognized parties, the Republicans and the Democrats. So we're pretty much all tribal at this point. Republicans are stuck Republicans. They're not switching anytime soon. Democrats, if you're still supporting the Democrats at this point, God bless your heart. God bless you if you're still supporting the Democrats at this point. I feel like both of these parties, the Democrats are openly telling you that they're rigging their primaries. They're selecting their candidates. They don't care nothing about you. The Republicans, they're just trying to use the divide and conquer. You know, majority of white people is going to be out there with it. Majority of white people are Republicans. So they're going to dog whistle to their base, which are the white people, and they know that they're not getting a significant portion of the black vote. So they just dog whistle to their majority, to their base, by playing the divide and conquer, playing cultural war games. Oh, we're going to uplift, we're going to fight back against CRT with Ron DeSantis, or we're going to keep the transgender folks from competing in athletics. These types of things that. Now, as far as the transgender stuff, okay, I'm with you, but I feel like the Republicans they do themselves a disservice because there's a lot of black folks who would support the Republicans if they didn't try to lump black folks in there with all of this woke agenda. Now, Ron DeSantis would have been fine if he was just saying, hey, we don't need to be teaching LGBT stuff to our kids in school. A lot of black folks would have been like, hey, that's a good move. We need to keep these trainees from doing these grooming sessions. A lot of black folks would support that message. But when you start saying, oh, by the way, we have to rewrite the history books so that Rosa Parks is just looked at as lazy and slavery was looked at as a benefit for black people, then it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. How can we support this? Republicans do themselves a disservice by playing this cultural war against black folks, who a lot of black folks would want to support the Republicans, but y'all just make it so difficult by keep pushing this racism and keep pushing this blatant, in your face white supremacy stuff. Oh, we stand with the police. Okay, it's fine. You stand with the police, but can you stand against police brutality? Do you understand that you can do both at the same time? You can say, yes, we need police. No, we don't want to defund the police, but we do need to punish the few police who kill black people. You can do both at the same time. Republicans are missing out on a big opportunity. I feel like Republicans are missing out on a big opportunity by disenfranchising a lot of the large significant portion of the black community. Because a significant proportion of the black community, especially foundational black Americans, would identify with Republicans over the Democrats if y'all would just give us a chance to. There's a lot of things that the Republicans talk about as far as keeping this new age LGBT stuff away from our kids and out of schools. Black folks would support that. Foundational black Americans would support strong border control. Build the wall, fine. Build the wall, don't build the wall, but enforcing border national security, border laws, a lot of us would support that. Libertarians are against all of these foreign intervention wars. The libertarians are against the war in Ukraine. A lot of black people would be for that. There's a lot of issues that the Republicans stand on, Republicans/libertarians stand on, that black people could get on board with if y'all didn't come to us and be like, oh, well, by the way, we want to keep allowing cops to kill you with impunity. Just get over it. Like, when they're openly disenfranchising black people who would be able to support you if y'all just gave us a chance. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that. But right now, we're talking about Cornel West. Now, Cornel West is a third-party candidate. I think they say 40% of the population identifies as independents. 40% of the population does not support either the Republicans or the Democrats. Let me check that while we're talking. What percentage of Americans are independent? Driving the news. Gallup poll last month found that a record 49% of Americans see themselves as politically independent, the same as the two major parties put together. Let me see if I can show that over here. You see this? Let me show you this. Do you see that? Driving. The news. Gallup poll last month found that a record 49% of Americans see themselves as politically independent. Let's see something else. What percentage of Americans do not vote for president? April 2021. The 2020 presidential election had the highest voter turnout. Now, this is in the middle of COVID and mail-in ballots and all types of stuff. So the highest voter turnout in the 21st century, with 66.8% of citizens 18 years old and older voting in the election, according to the new voting registration tables released. So even if we accept that this was the highest turnout and their number of 67% of the folks voted, that would still leave 33%. A third of the U.S. eligible voters decided to stay home. Why? Because the majority of Americans recognize that this stuff is rigged and your vote is largely irrelevant. No matter who you vote for, both parties are bought and corrupt. Neither party is going to end these foreign wars of aggression. Neither party is going to stop or punish police brutality against black folks. Neither party is going to give us Medicare for all, give the citizens health care, affordable health care. People are literally going bankrupt, losing their house, losing their life savings just because they got sick one time. Losing their life savings because they were in a car accident. Losing their life savings because they broke their ankle playing basketball. Losing their life savings because they got an illness, a treatable illness at that. God forbid, a chronic illness. So there's so many issues that neither party is going to support, neither party is going to solve, and they feel as though it's in their interest not to solve it, because every 4 years, every 2 to 4 years, they get to run on the promise of solving it. We're not going to solve healthcare because 2 years from now, we want to run and we need to be able to say, we'll solve it in 2 years. Instead of solving it now and saying, hey, vote for us, we just solved the problem of healthcare. Instead of saying, hey, we're going to end these wars, we actually end the wars and then run and say, look at how great a job we've done. We've pulled out of these foreign wars. Instead, they run saying, oh yes, we're going to work on getting you not free healthcare, but Medicare for all, tax-funded healthcare system. We're going to run on ending these foreign wars of aggression. But then they get elected, they do nothing, so that they can then run on it the same issue again. Look at what they're doing with abortion now. Oh yeah, we're going to day one when we get elected, we're going to codify Roe versus Wade. Well, listen, they had the opportunity to do that. What's his name? Barack Obama had the chance to do that. Joe Biden had the chance to do that. They didn't do it. They didn't do it. Why? Because they didn't want to do it. One of the best things that could have happened to the Democrats is that Roe versus Wade gets overturned. Because that gives them some more ammunition to convince women to vote for them. Because the majority of Democratic voters are women. Facts. Black women, especially, are much more supportive of the Democrats than are any other demographic, including black men. Black men see the jig is up, but our women, you can't tell them nothing. You can't tell them nothing. And it's not their fault. I mean, if you're going to go for it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They're marketed. They think that, it is in their interest because the Democrats do support black women. The Democrats do support black women. So they're just voting in what they see as their interest. Democrats are much more supportive of black women's interests than are the Republicans. So I can't really blame black women for voting for Democrats. But Democrats don't do anything for black men, specifically. They demonize us. They blame us for everything. Democrats don't do anything for us. Republicans don't either. But we have no reason to vote for either party at this point. Which leads, what alternatives do we have? What alternatives do we have? If we can complain about both parties, we say the Democrats aren't doing anything for us, the Republicans aren't doing anything for us, what alternatives do we have other than the third party? And Donald Trump told you. Donald Trump told you back in 2016, vote for me. What do you have to lose? What do you really have to lose? You have nothing to lose. The Democrats aren't doing anything for you. The Democrats aren't doing anything for you. You've been voting for them for 50 years. Since Lyndon B. Johnson, you've been very faithful to the Democrats. And what have they given you? Not a thing. Not a single solitary thing. And yet, every 2 to 4 years, we do the same thing, expecting different results. Tell me where I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Yeah, tell me where I'm wrong. So listen, I'm supporting Cornel West. I'm supporting third party. Now, we know that a third party candidate would have to get 15% in order to make it to the debate stage in the general election. Let me show y'all. Let me pull that up for you just so you can see what I'm talking about when I say that. What percentage? What poll percentage? This third party need for debate. Okay, let me show you this. Let me show you this. We're going to read this article. Y'all check this article out. And you can see the title here. It's a little obscure. Let me highlight that for you. Now it says, third-party candidates need to get on the debate stage to make a difference. Okay, that's what we got to do. In order to make a difference, third-party candidates have to get onto the debate stage. Let's check out this article. This is coming from the New York Times. Gary Johnson this is coming in 2016. This article was written in 2016, okay? But it says Gary Johnson of the Libertarian Party scores about 8%, and Jill Stein of the Green Party at about 4%, in a four-way race with Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, according to Real Clear Politics, running average of national polls. That both of them are climbing out of the margin of error zone should be a surprise. Third-party candidates do best when the major parties are seen as failing. Well, guess what? These major parties are failing. I'm telling you that now. Times have not gotten better since 2016, and at any metric. But such candidates face extra high hurdles to being taken seriously by voters. They have to spend heavily in many states to simply get on the ballot, and the media rarely gives them any attention. Well, check it out. Cornel West is getting the attention. So is, Cornel West is getting attention. He's been on CNN. He's been on Fox News. He's all over YouTube. I'm sitting here talking about him. Cornel West has a name that people respect. He has a name. He has a history. He's a Black American. Black people are looking for alternatives, and Cornel West is a name that we can get behind. Okay, because these major parties, man, I'm telling you, people have had enough. All right, now here's the important thing. There's only one number that matters, 15%. This is the important thing right here. There's only one thing that matters, 15%. That's the threshold set by the Commission on Presidential Debates, CPD. To participate in the debates, candidates need support of at least 15% of the national electorate as determined by 5 selected national public opinion polls organizations using the average of those organizations' most recently publicly reported results at the time of the determination. Here is this. The moral of the story is this. 15%. 15%. If we could just get Cornel West at 15% of the poll, he would be on the debate stage with Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Now tell me who would not want to see that? I would pay money. I would pay money to see Joe Biden, Donald Trump, and Cornel West on the same debate stage. Cornel West would chew those guys up. Both of them. Both of them. Cornel West is a Harvard professor. This man is a civil rights activist with, 40, 50 years of doing this. He's not a new guy. He's not a joke. Cornel West would chew both of them up. And that's why, see, because the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, it's like tribal. If you have a third party in there, he has no reason not to tell the truth about both parties. See, the Republicans have some good things and they have some bad things. The Democrats, they have some good things and some bad things. But the Democrats will not talk about the problems in their own party, just like the Republicans will not talk about the problems in their own party. They're going to highlight their good and ignore their bad, right? I mean, that's only logical. That only makes sense. But with the third party, what you have is someone who can come in, point out the flaws in both parties, the flaws in the entire system from top to bottom. Not only that, a third party candidate has leverage. A third party has leverage to say, listen, if you want my endorsement, Democrats, if you want my endorsement, Republicans, I want some concessions. I'm coming in with 15%. That's enough to tie. That 15% is enough to decide an election. Think about it like this. Do you know how in 2020, how did Joe Biden end up screwing over Bernie Sanders and getting elected? What he did was, the day before the elections, I think it was right after South Carolina. Was it South Carolina, North Carolina? Right after that debate, right after that election, Joe Biden had Barack Obama call, who did he call? He called Elizabeth Warren, Pete Buttigieg, and what was the third lady's name? Elizabeth Warren, I forget the third lady's name. Klobuchar, I think it was Klobuchar, and told all three of them to drop out right before the elections, a day before the elections, the primary elections. By those guys dropping out, I think it had like an 8% influence, and those votes went to Joe Biden, whereas Bernie Sanders just 2 days before was expected to win. Now imagine a third party candidate holding 15% of the votes, this being Cornel West, saying in November of 2024, November 1st, I think the elections are November 4th, November 8th, something like that. Imagine Cornel West, a third party candidate, waiting until November 1st and saying, hey, 15% of the population that voted for me, that supported me, y'all all go vote for the Republican Party. Boom. Or conversely, you 15% who supported me, the third party candidate, you 15% go vote for the Democrats. But only after we have some concessions. Only after the Democrats agree to push Medicare for all to have a floor vote. Only if the Democrats agree to have a written plan, a written settlement proposal for ending the war in Ukraine versus Russia. Only if the Democratic Party has a written legislation proposal to enforce punishment against officers who shoot unarmed civilians. There are concessions that a third party candidate with 15% national polling could have that would push the Republicans or the Democrats in a favorable direction. There's a lot of there's a lot of power that comes in supporting third party candidates. Now, if you keep a hostage vote, black people keep voting for the Democrats and demanding nothing, for example, they're going to neglect you. They treat you like, oh, you don't have any options. You're not going to go Republican. You have nowhere to go. You vote for us or you stay home. If you stay home, that's essentially, as they keep shaming you, that's essentially a vote for the Republicans. But then they're going to shame you for that. Then they're going to shame you for that. They are going to shame you for that. So this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. There's a lot of power in supporting the third party candidate. And they're already shaming you. They're already shaming you, saying, oh, if you don't vote for Joe Biden, then it's your fault if Donald Trump wins. Well, hey, listen, let it be my fault then. Let it be my fault then. I would have no shame. I think that Donald Trump is the lesser of two evils at this point. Joe Biden is hell-bent on provoking Russia into starting World War III. I would take my chances with Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not a great candidate. But the Democrats continuously set the bar so low. You set the bar so low that in comparison, I mean, anybody. I mean, Joe Biden barely has the mental capacity of a fruit fly. Joe Biden is going to sleep in international meetings. My man falling off of stages, falling off of bicycles. My man is getting so senile that he's saying, oh yeah, I sold secrets. I sold State Department secrets. He said this. He's caught saying stuff like, oh yeah, I pooped my pants. They won't let me do something. You know, it's all types of guffaws. And they're trying to shame us as if it's something that we did wrong by thinking that anybody would be better than Joe Biden. No, Joe Biden's family should be ashamed. It's embarrassing what he's doing up there. That man is almost 80 years old. He's lost his mind. And y'all have this man. Okay, I understand in 2020 people panicked. People were like, listen, Donald Trump is leading us off a cliff. We got COVID going on. The nation is shut down. Businesses are shut down. We need someone who can. We need a real politician. Donald Trump, you did a good job the first 3 years. You did okay. You did okay. It wasn't great. You did okay the first 3 years. You pushed back against China. We like that. You said, hey, NATO, we're not just going to be holding the bag on this. If y'all want our support, NATO, you're going to have to pay because we're not sending y'all billions of dollars for no reason, NATO. We're not going to war with Russia for no reason, NATO. Donald Trump did some good things. Let's not act like he did nothing. He did some good things. COVID hit. People panicked. I get it. I'm not going to blame you for that. Joe Biden was starting to get a little senile. There were some signs. That it wasn't all there, but it wasn't obvious like it is now. In 2020, I can understand you panicking. You're like, hey, we need something different. I'm sorry. We need a status quo politician just to maintain the sanity. Because 2020 was such a crazy year. I get it. I'll give you that. It's a one-off. But come on now. Anybody who's still supporting Joe Biden at this point. I heard just the other day AOC said, oh, I think Joe Biden's doing a good job. Lady, where? In what world can you imagine that Joe Biden is doing a good job? Do you not see that we are under constant attack? Our security grid, our electrical grid is being attacked by Russia. These cyber attacks we're being attacked. Our cybersecurity is being attacked. Every other week, Putin is talking about, oh yeah, don't let this war turn nuclear. And you think he's doing a good job? Where? How? How, Sway? How, Sway? I don't even know. And they're already ready to blame black folks for this. Check out this video. I'm gonna play a video. Check out this video. They're already blaming. They're saying if Joe Biden loses, it's because Cornel West won. And if Cornel West won, of course, black folks are the ones that's going to support Cornel West the most. So basically, if you support Cornel West and Joe Biden loses, then it's your fault, black folks. They're starting the blame game. They're starting that early. They're not wasting any time. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm trying to find this video for you. Y'all bear with me. Bear with me. Huh? Oh yeah, let me try this again. That's not what I was looking for. Here we go. Let's do it like this. Bear with me. Alright, let me share my screen so y'all can see. Y'all check this out. Here we go. Got my WeChat over here. So I can.
If the people who voted for Jill Stein, just Jill Stein, in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania had voted for Hillary.
So I want to make sure y'all can see that. If I make this.
If the people who voted for Jill Stein, just Jill Stein, in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania had voted for Hillary instead.
How can I play this thing for you? Because I'm playing it on my end. I want to make sure that y'all can see it on your end too. I want to make sure that y'all can see it on your end too. It's not what I'm looking for. So when I hit play,
if the people who voted for Jill,
it comes onto a different thing. Okay, well you can hear it. You can hear it. Sorry guys, y'all gotta bear with me. I'm still figuring this thing out. I don't do too many lives. Yo, shout out to
Stein, just Jill Stein, in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania.
Well, just listen to it. I'll figure out how to make this thing play the next time. You know, I don't do too many lives, so I'm still, I'm still working on this. But y'all just listen. Y'all just listen to it. And next time I'll have it working a little bit better for you. But y'all listen to this.
Had voted for Hillary instead, Donald Trump would have never become president. That's it, right? And so, I'm sure there's a lot of Cornel West fans out there. You live in a swing state, you vote for Cornel. If the people who voted for Jill Stein, just Jill Stein, in Michigan, Wisconsin, and Pennsylvania had voted for Hillary instead, Donald Trump would have never become president. That's it, right? And so, I'm sure there's a lot of Cornel West fans out there. You live in a swing state, you vote for Cornel West, you're helping Trump become president. That's it. And you can say, oh, well, it's Joe Biden's fault, he did this or that. No. It's your decision. You get to decide whether you want to help Donald Trump become president or you don't. And if you want to help him, then you should vote for Cornel West. Or you should vote for Joe Manchin and his no labels ticket, or you can vote for RFK Jr. if he decides to run third party. But if you don't want to help Trump become president, you got to vote for Joe Biden. That's it. Very simple.
You see how he frames that? And this is a popular narrative that you're hearing. You see how he frames that? And it's a popular narrative. They love putting that narrative out. Oh, it just is what it is. Oh, you got to vote for Joe Biden or you're helping Trump. That's it. No other options. No nuance. And it's not true. Well, listen. If that's the case, yeah, I want Trump to win. If that's the case, yes, I'll openly take Trump over Joe Biden. Now, if it wasn't for Cornel West, I wouldn't vote for either one of them. And let come what may. As far as I'm concerned, they're both trash. And I want to vote my conscience. I want to vote for someone that I actually support. I don't want to vote for someone, the lesser of two evils, so that means you're going to vote for evil? I'm not voting for evil. I'm not. If I see you as evil, I'm not voting for you. If I have a choice between Satan and El Diablo, you know what I mean? If I got a choice between Satan and El Diablo, well, check it out. I'm not voting. I'm staying home. Y'all vote for Satan. Y'all vote for El Diablo. I'm not voting for either one of those guys. And we need more people to say that openly. Listen, I'm not going. Say it with your chest, man. All right, well, this was just a test. I wanted to host a live on this. Y'all can watch it on the playback. I'm going to try to have more lives. I'm going to have more lives. I usually post my videos, edited videos and stuff for y'all. I'm gonna do that. I'm thinking I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more lives though, to give y'all an opportunity to interact with me. Because when I do my regular videos, I feel like y'all don't get a chance to leave comments and say what you want to say. 'Cause it's just my opinion going out there. But I want to see if y'all can start giving some feedback. Tell me if I'm wrong. Give y'all an opportunity to talk to me, have your voice be heard. And I talked about so many different topics. I'm sure something will pique y'all's interest. But all right, that's enough for tonight. Salute Cornel West. Salute all the new subscribers. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button. I appreciate all of your support. Peace, 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 peace.